Well, hi there. So you finally finished your three poems. You edited them, you revised them, you had somebody else read them and make sure they sounded good. You got them looking just how you want them to look and sounding just how you want them to sound, and you're so proud of them. The next step is going to be to publish them. You're going to do this in Google Docs, something everyone has on your iPad, or you could use a different device. You're going to open a new Google Doc and you're going to type all three poems. And then what we're going to do today is we're going to take a screenshot of each one. So hopefully you know how to take a screenshot on an iPad. You hold down the two buttons. Don't ask which two buttons. The only two buttons there are aside from the volume buttons. You take a screenshot, but then the instant you take the screenshot, it shrinks down to the corner in a little rectangle. You tap that rectangle before it disappears. And then you drag the corners and you crop it so that you see only the poem itself. And then we're going to post those to a class Padlet. It's going to look so good. You're going to put all three in the same Padlet post. In fact, there's another video later in the slideshow that shows you me doing that same thing. So you see exactly what to do. And then you're going to be able to look through the class Padlet and read each other's poems and leave comments. It's going to be fantastic. So the last thing is to make sure that as you type the poems, you double check that all the things that you want to be there stay there. Remember, a poem looks like a poem. So some people like to center the page. The lines should be short. At the end of a sentence type thing, you would always hit return. You don't just keep going like a paragraph. It has to look like a poem because it is a poem. So make sure they look how you want them. Make the titles interesting and make the titles larger than the poem itself. You can experiment with the font and the size of the font. Just make sure it's easy to read for everybody. So not too light of a color, no light yellow font, no super cursive font or anything like that. And just basically um, find your best stuff, type it up and make it look the best it can, and then share it. Do something you can be proud of. And nice job. Can't wait to see all your poems.